Okay, so professor, the best users of a language are its great authors. However, these authors often use language in ways that are innovative and idiosyncratic and are therefore less respectful of the strictures of proper usage than most of us are. Okay, professors' statements, if true, most support which one of the following? Alrighty. A says people who want to become great writers should not imitate great authors' use of language. No, we're not talking about people trying to become great writers.
Yeah, people who want to be should not imitate. Like, we don't know.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with that. B says writers who do not observe proper language usage risk developing a peculiar or idiosyncratic style. No, we don't know that.
Why don't we know? Like, why don't we know that?
Because it says risk developing. I mean,
Yes.
I don't know what they're
We don't know what's going to happen to those that do not observe proper language.
Yeah.
We don't ever
Yeah.
mention that. We just say that, yeah, we don't talk about it. So it's like we can't say what would happen if this doesn't happen.
Yeah, we're not forecasting that.
We're not forecasting.
Okay, C says those most talented at using a language are not as likely as most other people to observe proper language usage. Those most talented. I don't.
So who are the most talented?
So the most talented are the authors of the language.
Because the best user of language are its great authors, and then we say these great authors.
Yeah, so those
language in ways that are innovative and so like different, right? Like new.
They're new, yeah.
And they don't restrict themselves to like the proper use.
Yeah.
Most, and I like this, then most of us are.
Yeah.
So are the most talented or these authors not as likely as other people to use proper language usage?
Yes.
Yes, I like
that's actually true. Yeah, that's actually what it says with the last bit right there in the stimulus.
I like that one as well.
Okay, I'll keep that one. D says people who use an innovative or idiosyncratic writing style often incur criticism of their language usage. We don't know if they incur criticism and if it's often or not.
No, I think people assume when they pick this one that like, oh, but they're being less respectful.
Less respectful, yeah. I think that's
like less respectful of strictness. That doesn't mean that they're going to be criticized.
Yeah, I don't like that.
They're great authors, right? Yeah. Like the best. Like, why would we criticize them? I'm not criticizing them.
Exactly. E says the standard for what constitutes proper language usage should be set by the best users of a language. I mean, we're not even talking about the standard of what constitutes proper language usage.
What? Like, we're not arguing for this. I feel
standard or anything. Yeah.
This isn't an argument where we're like, no, they should determine what is the standard. Like, no.
I don't remember what I picked for this one, but I like C. I will go with C. Let me see what I picked, what I had done. This is 21. I had picked B. We are not talking about
what people don't like about C is that like observe proper language usage.
Yes.
They're like, well, how do we know that they're not observing it?
I think that's why B also says writers who do not observe.
When they speak, they're observing themselves, like what they're talking about. So anyway, so that's why it's C. And this is why it's definitely a most strongly supported and not a must be true, right? Where it's like this is like most likely out of all of them and their support for it, but it definitely would not be like a must be true question.
It wouldn't have to happen, but it would if it was true.
It's like 90% likely, right? But not that 100%.
I mean, there are similar strategies